Alright guys, welcome to my channel. Welcome we start with Kings. I just want to say thank you for subscribing into the channel and liking the video. For today I bring this opportunity. The company is called Circle. Um, Circle, this is their official website. This is their website where you can actually go and see what the company is all about, what the company does, um, just to have a big picture and a big understanding of what they are into. CoreWave, I'll just do a quick breakdown. CoreWave is a company, is a US-based financial technology company, um, and a cryptocurrency company that build digital payment infrastructure using the blockchain technology. A lot of investors right now are looking into blockchain because cryptocurrency, Bitcoin has created that those opportunities for institutions for people to to invest into cryptocurrency. CoreWave is one of the big companies that is one of the companies that implement payment that run through the blockchain. And if you want to know more about the company, you could actually go to their website and read more about them. Basically, they build tools and digital currency that allow payment to move on the internet using the blockchain because blockchain now is more secure and a lot of people wants to do their transaction through blockchain in the sense that let's say if you were to send money to a different country outside the United States, then sometimes it could take about 4 to 5 business days if you're doing a wire transfer, but uh with a blockchain, those transactions can actually go through in couple seconds, in couple hours, in couple minutes. So CoreWeb is one of the companies that builds their infrastructure that allows payment to, like to move through the internet, you know, in the blockchain. So today, I just want to talk about the opportunity. The company was launched, like they launched their IPO in 2025 last year, June. And the company was founded like 2013. So if you want to go deep into the company to have a bigger picture, then you are welcome to visit the website. But for today, I brought this opportunity. I'll dive into the technical analysis and to tell you where I'm looking at to take profit, for the next move with CoreWave. Sorry, with Circle. Um, right now we are looking at the weekly time. So on the weekly time, as you can see, we've crossed the 50 RSI on the on the weekly time. So this is indicating a big uptrend, a bullish movement in the market. And why we have this recent push is because of their recent revenue that they beat, the expectation of the company in terms of growth and how they are managing funds and how and what plans they have in the future for their investment and for the company itself for and this helps their investors make good decision if the company is a good company to actually invest into. So they actually beat their revenue. All through their revenues they've been doing pretty good job, and so far they've been doing pretty well. So last month on the 27th they had their recent revenue, which actually uh, send this price, this high. So that tells investors that the company is still in good shape, So it's always good for you to do research, especially when you're trying to invest into companies. And most of the time, the best tools, for you to actually go into and learn about this company is going to be you going to like places like Google Finance, CNBC, Yahoo Finance. It helps you understand what the company is actually doing. So as you can see, um, from here till today, you know, Circle is up about 28%. Sorry, about 28%. That's plus 22.61 points in 1 year, like from year to today. Then if you go to 6 months, you can actually see, you know, we're down 9% so far. That's minus 10 points. in the past 6 months. Then if you look here, recent, recent news, from last month, they're up about 78.66. That's a lot. Sorry, about 44 points in the past 60 days. So as you can see, this company is actually growing stronger. And in terms of investment, this will help you. And you can actually compare them to companies like CoWave. If you want to put here, like, okay, let's compare them to MicroStrategy. Uh, this is another big company. Excuse me. This is another big company right here. See, if you want to compare CoWave to MicroStrategy, this is another company that are good in terms of the cryptocurrency platform. Like they hold the highest shares of Bitcoin. So this is one of the companies that you want to look at. And if you want to compare them to CoWave, let's add CoWave and see what they got. Yeah, if you compare them to CoWave, as you can see, from year till for 1 year, um, let me pull this up a little bit. You can see circle is blue, yellow is strategy, and light blue is CoreWave. As you can see, CoreWave has been doing pretty good and they're still holding their position very well for the past 1 year now. And as you can see, circle is, follows after CoreWave. And as you can see, MicroStrategy is actually down, but they're all going to bounce back at some point. If you look here till today, you can see that CoreWave is still maintaining that position. But as you can see, Circle just beat them. They just went like they did pretty good. As you can see, they're up here almost about how many percent? You know, they're up here about 28%. Their MicroStrategy is down about 12%. CoreWave is up about 1%. So this will help you. These are tools that you can actually go and get information about the company. And so let's get back to the technicals for today. So I'm looking at some position, some level for a good opportunity. On the weekly, as you can see, we've crossed the 50 on the RSI. Then if I go on the daily, as you can see, we are already in the overbought zone. We hit the 77.6 on the RSI. So this at this moment now it's time for you. It would be advisable for you to start taking profit if you got in when the price was below, when the price was around $50. And Wall Street likes stocks like this because it shows that the company is doing pretty well, and investors would like to see a company, growing very well. So that way, it helps them build their trust. Then if you go on a 4 hour time, as you can see, the company is doing pretty well. Based on their recent earnings that they beat their expectations, that sent the stock price from $50 that the price came all the way to 49, thereabout, almost $50, and it went all the way to 109, almost $110. So wish if you want to check how many percentage that this has actually moved within 60 days, um from here up here, that's about almost 120%. That's 118. So like this is a good return. These are return that you can't even get from your bank. But if you're looking into investing into a new, like into a company that will make you money in 2026 and 2027, CoreWave is Circle is one of the company that you should be looking into. Anyway, I'll be looking into CoreWave because that keep coming into my, like, into what I'm trying to explain. Anyway, these are the levels that I'm looking at right now. If you check on the 1 hour time, We broke the level of we are now changing structure on a 1 hour time. As you can see right here, the market was going on an uptrend. You see right here, we hit about 92 on the higher side. That was on the 26th. So imagine, like, this is like the price went so crazily, and a lot of investors, people make a lot of money, including myself. So I'm bringing this opportunity. If you feel like you've missed out of this project, sorry, out of this move, there's more opportunity on the long play. And if you look at weekly, from the time that this project was launched, when they launched the IPO, it was around $40 to $60, depending on the brokers that they got them launched listed. It went from 40 something dollars all the way to about almost $300. That's close to about 300 and something percent. That's a lot of return. So looking at new opportunities here with Circle, god damn it. Um Looking at the new opportunity right here, as you can see, we've broken this structure, and from what I'm looking at from this technical right now, as you can see right here, we broke this level right here. We broke this level of support. And for me, being a trader, if you understand the technical analysis, you can see that there's a change in the pattern. The trend has changed. We've broken a structure. So we're now creating higher highs and higher lows. As you can see, we are now on a downtrend because we're creating higher high, higher lows. But currently, right now, as of today, we had a pullback towards that's from 104 all the way to $100, and that's because of a lot of stuff going on in the stock market, with the war and all the things going on. But right now, I'm just bringing opportunities, and I'm trying to call out some levels that you should be watching in case you want to invest into a long term. So this is where the market closed. We closed around 102 at the closing price as of today. But coming into next week, I'm looking more of a bearish movement towards down. And if we get rejection around this level, if we open on Monday below 100, then we should be looking into. Sorry, guys. So coming into next week, if we open below 100, then I'm looking for the price to do something like this. If we get a rejection around this 101, which we could possibly test 102, and if we get rejection towards this level, then at that point, this is gonna give me a good indication that we have a confirmation on a downtrend. So at this point, you can, if you're into options, then you can buy put and you write this price all the way down. So that's on a 1 hour time, but on the 4 hours, if we have a pullback, the first level that I'm looking at should be around 91.48 on circle. Then possibly we could retest 88.40. Then before the end of next week, if we still have bad news in the market or a lot of stuff, because the market don't like uncertainty. So when market start, having all those uncertainty, there's a lot of corrections that the market still have to make, because last year the market has been so high. So at some point we need some correction. The market has to, cool off a little bit. S&P 500 is already down, so all these companies, they'll definitely come down at some point. As you can see, Circle has already run almost about 100 and something percent in just 30 days. So we need some pullback. We need some correction and I'm looking at this level into next week. If we have, you know, a rejection um, around this 101, then sorry, we could go back all the way to 80, 91, then possibility of us testing 88. And if we go into that for the next 2 weeks, then I'm looking towards 81. And but this will be a good buy, you know, to get into circle would be around 66, because we open and we gap below right here, meaning at some point we need to come back to close this gap. And from here we could have a big uh a bullish movement, and this could take this price to 100, and these are the level that I'm looking at. This could take this price from here all the way to 100 and 150 $115 first, which is around somewhere around here. Then I'm looking at this level to take profit, and possibility of us coming all the way to 43, 45 is there. That is for that's for a long term. So I'm looking at about a month right now for this market to do like to do this. But with all that being said, these are just levels that I'm seeing, in circle right now. At this point, we could still bounce at the support level of 81.43. We have a bounce at that level that could, send this price all the way to, if we have a bounce from here, then sorry, if we have a bounce at 88, this could send this price. If we bounce over here, we have possibility to come back uh to retest 105, if possible retest 110. And if we get a rejection, then at that point we know we've created a double top, and this could pull the market down all the way to this 55 level, just to close this gap. But there's a lot of levels that we should be looking into at the same time. As you can see, at this 91 level, we could bounce on this 200 moving average. So the market could possibly do something like this. If we get a rejection here as of next week, then we could get a bounce here as of this level. Then the next level that I'll be looking into, if we push from this 200 moving average, will be around $115 price target. This is where I'm going to definitely take my profit. If possible, if you're doing swing trade, yeah, I'll take my profit. But if you're a long-term investor, or if you want to hold it for a few time, like for maybe a month or two, or what you could be doing is to use your stop loss, because that would help you, to protect your profit and protect your account. So if we bounce from here, I'll be getting into to play all the way up here to 115 if possible. We could push all the way to 125. Then at that level right here, all what I'll be doing is pushing my stop loss all the way up, moving my stop loss up. That way, if the market decides to pull back, then at the end of the day, I'm still in profit. But if we push from the 200 moving average, then we get rejection at this level of 106 or 110, then we could have another reverse all the way down, and this could bring this price all the way to 65. But if you're looking into investing for a long time, um it won't really matters if you can, if you want to invest into this for like, let's say, 5 to 10 years, then all what you should be doing as a new investor, you could start dollar cost average on this very stock. You can set a buy order every Friday or every weekly, depending on how what plans you have. Then you could be buying a fraction of these shares. Right now, the current price of this stock is 101, almost $102. But I'm looking at a good deal around from 88 is a good time to start DCA into this. 81 would be a good level, but 66.22 will be the best level. This is why I'm going to load up more on this project. Then this would be on a long term. And if you're into option trading, you know how much that could give you in option. So if this market pulls back, if Circle pulls back to 66, I'm looking to buy a calls to play, for uptrend. So I'm just bringing this opportunity so that you guys can actually see that there's a lot of opportunity that you can, make into a stock market. This would help you start building your generational wealth. If you're working 9 to 5 job and you're looking to retirement, then you should be looking into investing into stocks. Like I told you guys, this channel is for educational purpose. I'm not an investor, like investment advisor. I'm just here to share what I'm doing with my money and what opportunities I'm seeing with the stock market. I've been within the market around 2.5 years right now, and believe me, I've achieved a lot. And like I told you from my previous video, there will be a time that we're going to start trading live. I just opened my YouTube channel, so I would really appreciate if you can subscribe into the channel and set your notifications so that when I drop new opportunity or new fresh technicals analysis, then you guys, can see more opportunities. So this is one of the companies that I brought in today, and I'm calling for this level around 91, 88, and 81 and 66 would be a good buy. But if we can sit on a daily for us to confirm uh, that we can still continue on the uptrend, we need to stay above, excuse me, we need to stay above 108 for me to know that, yeah, that the market is still pushing up to retest 144, 145, all the way to, if possible, it could hit 150. So let's, pay attention to these levels that I'm calling. But on the weekly, we just crossed the 50 moving. Oh, sorry, that's the 50 on the RSI. Let me see if I can pull my momentum indicator here to see what we have. Give me a second. Okay, as you can see right here, this is MACD. So MACD, this measure momentum within the within the within this market right now. You can use to, you know, track momentum. As you can see, this market went crazy when we crossed the zero on the MACD. You see, we start building momentum here on the daily time. If you go on the 4 hours, this was on the this happened. This was we crossed the zero. That was on the 24th of last month. And as you can see, the price start going crazily. And with their recent earnings, that should the price up. But I'm watching this momentum indicator because if we cross 4 hours, if we cross the MACD, then at this point, this is a signal that we're gonna come down for more correction. As you can see already, the momentum is now cooling off. As you can see right here, the momentum is cooling off, and I'm expecting some correction in this market right now. So just put this on your watch list if you're looking to invest for a long term. But these are the level that I'm seeing for better opportunity for a better bounce. But anywhere around 88.40, 81.43, I'll be looking into buy. As you can see, I've set my notification here. This is where I'm going to start buying heavily because I know at this level we could bounce up, from this level of support. But right now, I'm still looking to catch this opportunity if we still have more correction in the stock market, and definitely if S&P 500 drops another 5 to 10%, another 5 or 6% by next week, then I'm looking at this to pull back a little bit. So I just said let me share this with you guys today. So if you're looking into investment, you don't need hundreds of thousands of dollars to start. You can start the minimum of $10. You can start buying these shares every day if you want to do daily buys, or if you want to do weekly buy, you can set up. There's a way you set up with your brokers. This will help you buy the shares in the sense that if you set it every Friday, the money will be taken out of your bank account and the brokers will help you buy a fraction of these shares based on the auto set like the auto buy setup that that you set up with them. So companies like these are companies that I'm looking into for a long time, and believe me or not, I'm seeing this price going back almost $250 to $300 by the end of 2026 to 2027. But right now, I've took my profit because I got in around 70 $73 range. I started buying right here, and I've already sold my position. I've took my profit because I got into some calls. So then I took some profit. So far so good. This is what I wanted to share with the family today. So I really appreciate if you can subscribe into the channel, like the video, share the video, and try to um, support the channel. I just started this YouTube channel just to share my ideas and see how to help people that wants to learn into investment or how the financial market works. And there's a lot of ways for you to actually, if you have no idea on how to find good companies, another way for you to find good companies will be for you to, you know, uh like ChatGTP is another good way of, like for you to do research. Now let's go to my to ChatGTP. Go to ChatGTP right now. If you have no idea or experience on how to search for good companies or how to find information, ChatGTP should be your best friend. So you can come here and type what are the um least least stocks that are 20 to 50% down from 2025 to 2026. ChatGTP can actually help you do a lot of stuff. As you can see, um, is now listing some stocks that you can actually look into. As you can see, these are stocks that are down 20% to 50% from 2025 to 2026. This is Service Now. This is another good companies that you should be looking to. They're down about 30%. Adobe has been down another 20%. You can see Salesforce, is down 20%. If you go to semiconductors, as you can see, 37, sorry, 34%. Uh, like this would help you see a lot of good companies. Like you can actually track good companies, financial sectors, and how much they are down and all of that. Capital One, if you're living in America, if you have a credit card, you should be familiar with, this company. They are down about 23%, which they're going to bounce back up. Then these are large cap companies like Apple, Microsoft, Amazon, Nvidia. So these are companies that you should be looking into buying their fraction shares, if you're trying to build a generational wealth. So places like that would help you with information if you have nobody to educate you, because investment, you don't get, you're not, you can't get the education on how to invest, on how to be successful, when you go to school, or university. They only give you basic fundamental foundation for you to be educated, and for you to be successful in this life, you have to go extremely far. And places like this, investment, into all these companies, people are using Facebook for content creating, for social media, for businesses, for meetings, like for marketplaces. Like there's a lot of things that you can actually invest into. I'll be coming up with some good companies and some good opportunities that you can invest money for a long term. So looking at this, as you can see, we are down. Down is down here. S&P 500 is down. Nasdaq is down. Russell is down. So there's a lot going on right now, in the financial market. So these are opportunity if you are looking into buying of any company, as you can see right here. For Seco from 2024, you see their revenue, they'll be killing it. They'll be growing, meaning the company is growing stronger by day. So this is how know a company that is doing pretty good. You check their PE, sorry, their PE ratio to see how much they are making in revenues, how much they are spending in investment, in companies, in applications. And a lot of these companies, they are going into AI, they are investing heavily into AI. So, these are things that you should be looking into to actually see if a company is a good company for you to invest into. As you can see, everything in the stock market is down. Like right now, a lot. This is a lot of opportunities, and we are looking into like into better opportunity. Wow. As you can see, this is another company right here, IES Communication. This is a company that their stocks was around $13, you know, around around $13, 20 something dollars as of 2022, because these are companies that build data centers. They build their system like their BMS system, EPMS system. If you're into um all these how this infrastructure actually works, all these cloud computing companies like Amazon, Microsoft, Google, all of that. These are this company right here is another company, but this has already gone so crazily. It went from $42 as of 2022 all the way to about $430. As I'm looking at them right now, I've not checked their technical for about a few months now, but this is another company that you should be looking into once they have a pullback, because I'm seeing this company going almost to $1,000 because the demand for AI is too high, and companies like this, they are big when it comes to data centers, business. So I'm looking for a good run for this company. IES Holdings. So this is another good company if you're looking into investment for a long time. But you should know, like investment, they all come with risks, especially if you're not someone that have patience. Then this is something that has to like that you need to actually learn, because it comes with dedication, discipline. It's a different lifestyle. If you want a better life, then you need to choose the kind of life that you want. So I'll be coming in with some fresh technicals, with some fresh opportunities to share with the family. So I really appreciate if you can like the channel, share, and and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching the video today. And I'll be dropping. I'm looking to drop another two videos before Sundays, going into next week. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again. Bye bye.